People of the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People of Seven on Twitter and YouTube, people are elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com. My soaps, Purple Butterfly Soaps, can be located at people.etsy.com. And my t-shirt designs, purplebutterfly-people.tmail.com. And this came out of my car. Yeah. And it had me stranded for over an hour because my car, if it says door is ajar or the little light is on, will not move. It's an anti-theft thing. And I'm surprised the alarm didn't go off, but what happened was I went to this concert tonight. Reina Del Cid in concert. I've been watching this kid for 10 years. She had this song called Come Back Over, that just caught my attention. She was the cutest little thing. Here she is playing with this really striking cobalt blue guitar. And, I mean, itty bitty little lady. She opened up her mouth and this big voice came out. And it was like, and I caught the video quite by accident. I had uploaded a video. I was pushing, play. You know how you have to wait for, well, back in the day, now it's really, really quick. But back in the day, when you uploaded a video, sometimes it took hours, sometimes it took days. You had to check back on it. And in the meantime, while you're waiting on your video to upload, you're watching other videos. And they always had the recommendation field. So here was someone that was in the recommendations. I got it. And here's his little face, and I'm going, well, that looks interesting. So I pressed the button, and here's this song that, it was so catchy. I was singing it all the time on my bus, in the shower, driving down the road, walking through the house. Everybody I know knows this song because they heard me sing it. Kids on my bus like, Miss K, what are you singing? And I said, hold on, I'll get the video, and I would send them the link. So, eventually, because she was unsigned then, eventually she had a series called Sundays with Reina Del Cid. More songs, more talent. And then, here's another person, Tony, and then two other people, they formed a band, and, time progresses. She came to Cincinnati today. Yes, I had a ticket. I was there. I sung along. Fortunately, nobody had to hear that. In the video I'm playing of her record, you'll hear me singing, Ignore Me, Listen to Her. Yeah. Because she has a voice that will make your heart sing. I have a voice that'll make your ears bleed. But I have fun with it. In the meantime, my phone kept ringing, so I turned it off. Then it kept flashing, because, well, it does that when you put it on mute or do not disturb. And all of my people know I'm at this concert. I even said T-minus 1 minute till concert starts. Phone is off. In other words, don't call me. So when I got out the concert, I'm going, oh, wait a minute. And I bought one of her mugs. So that way, when there's Sundays with Reina Del Cid, I'm going to have this coffee cup in play with some coffee in it, of course, because I don't do tea. In the meantime, I'm going, who's blowing up my phone? So I, when I got out the concert and everything, I clicked it, and here's a $120 order for my dish soap bar, custom order. They wanted 100 bars. I can't do 100 bars. I don't even have that many in the house, in one sitting unless I custom make it. So I sent them to the custom page and told them, dish soap bars are 4 ounces each. So, do the math, order accordingly. And I thought, oh, well, somebody's pulling my chain because nobody orders that much soap at one time from little old me. And they sent the money. So I went to Kroger's to pick up the supplies. There's a lot of coconut oil in that particular soap. and there's a few other ingredients. And, it's a proprietary blend, so I'm not going to tell you what the ingredients are. But in the meantime, I'm at Kroger's picking up the coconut oil. I get in my car, I put my rollator back in it, I go to close the door, and the door won't close. What? So I'm sitting here abusing the heck out of my poor car door, trying to get the car door closed. And then I said, well, I'll just drive real slow and get home as safe as possible. Car would not turn over. What going on? So I called, who did I call first? Because I didn't call my insurance company right off. I called Hyundai. They gave me a recording saying, this, that, and the third. If you have an anti-theft, blah, blah, blah on your phone, on your car, and your door is ajar, your car might not start because it basically shuts down the system. And I went, oh. So that's when I said, well, I have roadside assistance, don't I? I think I have roadside assistance. So I took out my little insurance card, looked at it, and said, well, I don't really know. So I just dialed the number anyway. And the first thing they said was, if you were in an accident, press 1. If you need roadside assistance, press 2. If you need gas, I'm going, gas? I can get gas? So that's new. I learned something new, just with that. And it went down this whole list of stuff like flat tires, needing gas, need assistance, accidents, so forth. So my issue was not in the list, but the word other was. So I hit other. So here comes another recording. Went through that whole list. Hit other again. Then I finally get a human voice and explained the situation. They told me it's going to take 45 minutes to an hour and a half to get to me because it's not an emergency. To them, it's not an emergency. It's cold, it's raining, and the temperature was dropping, and I had to use the bathroom. To me, that's an emergency. So anyway, I said, yes, do that. Send them as quickly as possible, please. This person came from Kentucky, and they still got there in 17 minutes. I'm on the phone playing video games and stuff, and talking to friends and saying, well, they said it's going to take this long, blah, blah, blah. In other words, hey, keep me company while I'm stranded. And then next thing I know, hi, tow truck is here, talk to you in a minute. Hung up the phone, waved the guy down. He said, well, let me take a look. And he took a flashlight out and he said, oh, wow, that's rusted through. Called it a plunger of some type. I don't remember the exact technical term, but it's a plunger that guides the door jamb thing into the groove. So when you close the door, it seats itself in the, you've seen cars, you know how they close in their exact right position every time? That's what this does. Where'd the other part go? I just dropped it. Got to figure out what's wrong with this phone. But anyway, this little thing rusted completely through. He said, let me go around to the other side of your car and take a look. So he looked at the same part on the other side of the car and said, well, this one isn't as far gone, but this is going to need to be replaced too. But for right now, use that side of the car, because what I'm going to do to this side of the car is going to not completely fit into the socket anymore. And it's going to be needing to be replaced immediately. But you'll be able to get the door closed and get to your house safely. And that'll save you $50 because I won't have to tow it, if I have your permission. I was like, if you have to break something, do it. I'm cold. I got to go to the potty. And he looked at me and he said, really? I said, really? So he took out some kind of, electric screwdriver thing. I heard, and I went, what the heck? He goes, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. And then he hands me the part, like, what am I going to do with this thing? It was in one piece when I started the video, and then it kind of fell apart again. But anyway, that itty bitty thing stopped the car. So he got it closed. He told me to start the car. It turned over immediately. I was like, wow. Then he said, try backing up, going forward, which I did. And he goes, "You have a wonderful Christmas." I said, "Hold on a second." I reached over and got out a bar of cool water and said, "Merry Christmas." And he goes, "Thank you. I'll use this in good health." I said, "Enjoy." Because, I mean, that was a $50 toll that I didn't have to pay for, and he didn't charge me anything for coming out. Handed me this little doohickey, and I was on my way. Then I get home. I'm explaining to the people in the house what's going on, and I'm going, "Oh, what's this?" He goes, "That's your mail." I got jury duty. Perfect. Fortunately, that's in January, so I'm not going to have to worry about it. I have a rollator. I have a new brace. I'll be able to get up and down that ramp that's at the courthouse a lot better than I did this last time I had jury duty, because at that point in time I only had the cane. My leg was still giving out. I was still recovering from the stroke, and I was having major issues. I'm a lot better now. So, everybody goes, "Oh, I hate jury duty." I don't mind it. I've done jury duty. This will be the 5th time I've done jury duty. And I did jury duty when I was a Peterman driver. I did jury duty when I was a first student driver. I did jury duty shortly after a stroke. I did jury duty after a TIA. In fact, I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to do jury duty that time. I was going to try to get out of it, but that didn't pan out. And this time. So, yeah. Apparently, I'm on a short list. I can even tell you the last time I did jury duty, it was right before the Ray Tingenson trial. And I was excused because when they was going over the criteria they needed for the jurors, they needed someone that understood the language barrier. I have a hearing impairment. I know sign language. I know some French. I'm really rusty on Spanish. But yeah, I get how, certain words in English can be confusing to somebody that doesn't know English very well. They needed someone that, was a minority. They wanted females and males. I'm a female, obviously. And I fit all the criteria, and basically when they seen that we had a jury, they said, "We give up." Basically, they copped a plea and they sent us home. So it's like, hey. And then they were picking jurors for the Ray Tingenson trial, and I'm going, uh-oh, I'm still on the list. And they said, "Nope, your service is done. You can continue on with life." And I was like, yes, because that's not a trial I wanted to be a part of. So now we have this one. But anyway, rambled on enough. Here's Rena Del Cid. You guys are going to love her. And go to YouTube, find her. I'm going to put the link down here. And subscribe to her because it's some good music. All this time I'm going, is she country? Is she rock? Because it was not quite clear. Today I found out she's called folk rock. And she's going to be touring with Josh Turner sometime in the future. He's country, so she might as well just go back to saying, well, I'm going to go ahead and call her country, because to me, that's what she is. She's just country with a kick, or southern fried country is what we call her, or southern fried rock. Anyway, y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. This has been People of 7 on Twitter and YouTube, People elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com. My soaps, Purple Butterfly Soaps, can be located at people.etsy.com. Where's my glasses? My t-shirt designs, purplebutterfly-people.gmail.com. Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned, and Merry Christmas. Bye now. Enjoy the music.
A week later, and YouTube put it on its front page, so 1 million people saw it in one day. And all I wanted to do was go back in time and put on a nicer shirt. Just wearing my gym clothes that day. But that's the thing about the internet, you put something out there and it's like that forever. So, always be wearing your
But
best
you were
shirt.
so cute. That was 10 years ago.
Lately I've been thinking about the day that you were moving out. The tattered body of a couch got stuck in my doorway. It was pathetic, prophetic, and it was you who said it. I don't know why I'm leaving anyway. It seems that love was complicated and slightly overrated. We made each other nearly go insane. And it was useless and stupid, but it hurt so bad to lose it. And I don't wanna lose you all the way. Birthdays, it all just seems like such a waste if we just let go. And it gets so lonely when you're cast into the finish. Someone's passing, doesn't have to be like that. So could I propose that? Could I propose that? I remember how to be friends. Yes, do you think that we could start there again? Now I don't really know how it ends. The clothes I buy just and I don't need them, and I keep them and I feel lost in all this freedom, and I miss the cozy feeling of our home. I was assuming the senses only saw when we got radio, assuming the world left a scar that reminds me of me. Someone who we are cast into the pit. Someone's